Refraining from being angry because Sigma empaths may combine higher emotional sensitivity with strategic intelligence. They should exercise caution. Because of their independence, individuals may internalize their anger and have sudden, powerful outbursts. Furthermore, when disturbed, their high level of empathy may lead to manipulative or passive-aggressive actions. 7 reasons to stay away from enraged Sigma empaths are listed below. 7. When anger is combined with the unpredictable nature of Sigma personalities, unforeseen outcomes may occur. The unpredictable nature of Sigma empaths may combine with rage to produce unforeseen outcomes. The atmosphere could become tense as a result of this uncertainty, making it challenging for others to predict or comprehend the furious reactions of Sigma empaths. The mysterious unpredictability that is associated with Sigma individuals and the heightened emotional sensitivity that is inherent to empaths are the two complex yet powerful personality traits that interact to produce the unpredictable nature of reactions from an angry Sigma empath. The traits of Sigma empaths include a propensity for autonomy, a love of isolation, and a propensity to function outside of established social institutions. Because of their innate distance, they frequently project mystery, which makes it difficult to read their thoughts and feelings in different contexts. In the heat of a rage, their empathic sensitivity, a quality that enables them to thoroughly perceive and absorb the emotions of those around them, comes to the fore and complicates their emotional landscape. This increases the likelihood of unpredictability. The reactions of Sigma empaths are difficult to describe. They alternate between withdrawn quiet, calculated and strategic communication, and suddenly assertive activity. 6. The independence and empathy that they possess may make it difficult to come to an agreement or find a way out of a problem. Because of the distinct blend of independence and empathy that characterizes an enraged Sigma empath, working with them might be difficult. Because they tend to operate outside of established social structures and value autonomy, Sigma empaths are less likely to use standard conflict resolution techniques that call for conformity or compromise. This independence, when combined with rage, could make it more difficult to give in or find common ground when arguing. However, these people's sensitive empathy adds another level of intricacy. Even if they have a deep sense of other people's motivations and emotions, their own strong emotions, especially anger, may make it difficult for them to analyze opposing ideas objectively. The end effect is a conflict between a strong emotional understanding and a need for independence, which makes it difficult to find a solution in this situation. The subtle nuances of conflict resolution may be difficult for the Sigma empath to handle, which could result in drawn-out arguments or a reluctance to participate in the cooperative problem-solving required for reaching a peaceful conclusion. As such, you should avoid an enraged Sigma empath at all costs, and wait for things to settle down. 5. Engaging with a furious Sigma empath might cause both individuals to get emotionally weary. The emotionally exhausting and emotionally tiring experience could result from the empathic sensitivity amplifying the anger's emotional impact. A characteristic of empaths is their sympathetic sensitivity, which gives them the unusual capacity to take in and understand the feelings of those around them. But when combined with the powerful energy of rage, this increased emotional openness takes on a dual nature, intensifying the emotional effect and making the experience more overwhelming for the person experiencing it as well as others around them. The tendency for Sigma personalities to become detached, which is typically used as a self-defense tactic, complicates the dynamic. The internal struggle that Sigma empaths have when they are furious is heightened by this detachment, as they are caught between their natural demand for privacy and their empathy. As a result, the emotional terrain gets complex and challenging, which may result in emotional fatigue. Having an argument with an enraged Sigma empath goes beyond simple emotional intensity. It becomes an exhausting experience due to the energy required to process and manage these strong emotional currents, which, when combined with the Sigma's tendency toward isolation, can leave everyone feeling extremely exhausted and low on energy. 4. A Sigma empath may decide to strategically retreat rather than publicly express their wrath, which would leave an air of mystery and intrigue. An angry Sigma empath engages in strategic withdrawal, which is the intentional and tactical disengagement from social relationships when confronted with conflict or negative emotions. This conduct stems from the independent and solitary tendencies of the Sigma personality. The Sigma empath may purposefully retreat in times of rage in order to protect themselves and control their emotions. This retreat is a deliberate decision to negotiate the choppy waters of rage within rather than just an avoidance tactic. Others in the encounter could be perplexed by this mysterious withdrawal and wonder what might have caused such a sudden distance. The calculated retreat might have two benefits. It would provide the Sigma empath the freedom to deal with their feelings on their own and introduce some uncertainty into the situation, which could discourage others and make them approach it with caution. By doing this, the person may use their innate Sigma qualities to create a barrier of defense that will allow them the time and space they need to properly control their emotions. Thus, the strategic retreat takes on a more complex meaning that calls for a deliberate and patient approach in order to promote understanding and resolution. It combines Sigma independence with a calculated emotional strategy. 3. A Sigma empath's keen observational abilities may result in a scathing and insightful criticism when they are enraged. Others may feel exposed or vulnerable as a result of this astute criticism, as the enraged person carefully analyzes motivations and feelings. An enraged Sigma empath armed with sharp critique possesses a powerful blend of emotional sensitivity, intellectual acumen, and keen observational abilities. Known for their ability to analyze situations and their penchant for independence, the Sigma empath makes people more perceptive when they are angry. This ability to observe things clearly can develop into a sharp analysis and critique of acts as well as the underlying motives and feelings of individuals executing them. The empathic component provides an additional layer of emotional comprehension, allowing the Sigma empath to express their criticism with deep understanding that is connected to the complex emotional dynamics at work. An enraged Sigma empath may draw attention to superficial problems and explore more profound emotional currents, revealing weaknesses and questioning the status quo. For those who are subjected to it, this insightful criticism may be both illuminating and unnerving since it displays a depth of thought and feeling that warrants thorough examination. Resolving conflicts or disagreements becomes more complex when dealing with the criticisms and navigating the emotionally charged environment that the Sigma empath's deep awareness creates. 2. When combined with rage, the normal Sigma trait of detachment can take the appearance of a cold, unbending assertiveness. An enraged Sigma empath demonstrates detached assertiveness, which illustrates the fascinating combination of the detachment that is innate to the Sigma personality and the latent assertiveness that is fueled by anger. Known for their penchant for independence and propensity to function on the periphery of social systems, Sigma persons frequently project a stoic and disconnected aura. Anger turns the calm facade into a vehicle for purposeful, determined aggressiveness. This special combination of characteristics might be especially uncomfortable when it enters the picture during social encounters. The assertiveness can be free of the emotional theatricality that is frequently connected to anger, even though it may appear as a planned and purposeful display of rage. Rather, it comes across as a calm confrontation that demands consideration and deference. An angry Sigma empath's detached assertiveness can foster an environment where emotions are tightly controlled, making it difficult for others to understand the true intensity of the anger or the reasons behind the aggressive behavior. Handling this kind of interaction calls for a sophisticated comprehension of the person's emotional terrain. Realizing that beneath the surface level of disengagement there is a determined and self-assured energy that necessitates thoughtful analysis and the settlement of disputes. 1. And powerful emotional energy that combines the intensity of wrath with heightened sensitivity to empathy might be emitted by an angry Sigma empath. Anger and enhanced empathy sensitivity combine to create a potent combination of intense emotional energy. The ability to empathize with others enables one to fully perceive and absorb the feelings of those around them, resulting in the creation of an environment full with nuanced emotions. This compassionate sensitivity becomes a dynamic, powerful, and sometimes overwhelming force when combined with rage. The independent nature of the Sigma personality, which is usually a barrier against emotional influences from outside sources, might unintentionally amplify the internalization of emotions, particularly rage. The end effect is an aura of intense emotion that emanates from the person and affects the environment around them. The intense emotional energy of an angry Sigma empath can produce a tangible tension that makes conversations with them especially volatile, and perhaps unsettling for all parties. A careful balance is needed to navigate such a setting because the emotional energy can be both intense and complex, reflecting the Sigma empath's profound emotional awareness and the powerful effect of their fury on the interpersonal dynamic. Approaching an enraged Sigma empath presents hazards because of their high emotional sensitivity, strategic knowledge, and potential for manipulative activities. Their special mix of characteristics intensifies interpersonal interactions' complexity and highlights miscommunications or confrontations. Taking all of this into account, is it worth it to confront an enraged Sigma empath head-on without first giving it some thought?